Yo, what is happening today, lads? Coming at you with a very interesting video regarding Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer. Now, I usually don't do this type of videos on my channel because I don't like covering leaks as such, but this is something that I definitely just had to get out there because it's almost confirmed information, stuff that have come straight from reliable leakers in the community, and with the crazy mess of the launch of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered campaign, some things have come out on Twitter from Infinity Ward developers and also people who represent Infinity Ward on Twitter. Now, there are also things in-game on Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered that you can check out yourself that do indicate that there is more coming. Now, before we get into all of this, I'd appreciate it greatly if you could drop a sub and even a like on the video if you enjoyed. That'd be sick because it helps the video get to recommended and also helps the channel, so I'd appreciate that if you do enjoy. I will also be covering as much Modern Warfare 2 stuff as I can because the game is fucking sick and everyone loves it. So yeah, if you want to subscribe, then you stick around for all those videos. That'd be sick. Now we can get straight into the video. We're going to start off today with one of the most solid pieces of evidence putting forward the case of multiplayer in MW2 Remastered. Now this is coming from a user on Twitter named Keith, who is a COD community VIP, who has direct contact of the development of the games that come out with Call of Duty. Now, prior to the release of MW2 campaign Remastered, he tweeted, "Okay, is it time? Yes it is, who's ready?" Meaning he was waiting for the release of the game. After that tweet, he also tweeted, "Things will come for those who wait. You'll have waited, but it's not over yet." Now this is a very, very interesting tweet, and it's from an official source that is teasing something that's coming along with MW2 campaign remastered. This tweet is one of the many cases of confirmation of MW2 remastered multiplayer coming, and if that wasn't enough for you, another Infinity Ward developer retweeted this tweet saying, "Truer words, B is coming." Whatever the fuck that means, I have no idea, but this is another tweet from an official member of the Call of Duty development team tweeting and teasing about more that is coming with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Now, to give this history even further, the words from Keith here saying that you have been patient, time's up, here it is a reference to the fact that this game was ready 2 years ago. You can even see on the credits of the MW2 campaign remastered trailer, it says 2018, which proves how long this campaign has been ready, and it explains why the game is on the MW2R engine. So they have had 2 whole years of extra development to do some unknown project, which we believe is Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer. Now, whether Activision has changed their mind of what they want to do with this or not, if they want to put it a part of this new Modern Warfare 2 Remastered app, or they're going to port the whole game mode over into the Modern Warfare 2019 game. Now, another thing that backs this up, in the game files of Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, the game size is 45 gigabytes. Now, you think games these days are just always big. Well, Modern Warfare Remastered, that came out 2 years ago, the whole game campaign multiplayer is 40 gigabytes. So there's no way that this old campaign takes up 5 gigabytes more than the whole multiplayer and DLC of COD 4 Remastered. Another point of proof here in-game of Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, if you go to the museum and go look at some of the concept art, I'll show an image here on screen once again, that there is a piece of concept art that says acquired by the museum in 2018, part of the Remastered collection. So Infinity Ward obviously had plans to release a whole remastered collection of either COD 4, Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, including the multiplayers. And because of COD's state and issues throughout the last couple of years, this has obviously changed, and they've gone for a Modern Warfare reboot type game, which I'm sure will be including a whole new game mode for Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Classic. Now, to even further back this up, tracking way back to Modern Warfare Remastered's release, about halfway through that game's life cycle, things started coming up in the files. And as you can see on screen, MW2 attachments started appearing in the MW2R game files, like thermal scope, heartbeat centers, extended mags, and underbarrel on shotguns. Now, that means a lot of the stuff was already ready, obviously still in development. Whether they plan to put it in Modern Warfare Remastered originally, they definitely still have that content still somewhere. And the question is whether it's being refurbished to be put into Modern Warfare 2019, or it's going to launch separate in this Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Now, for a lot more detail on this, we're going to be looking at the Gaming Revolution's Twitter. He's a personal mate of mine, and he has been killing it lately with all the leaks and the content on his channel, where people have been giving him heaps of shit for quote-unquote fake leaks, when he's just proved the whole community that all the stuff he's been getting is legit about Modern Warfare 2 and even Modern Warfare 2019. But the Gaming Revolution still continues to tweet out really juicy information from his source about Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. He recently also tweeted about his source insisting that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer is still in development and is still being tested on. So that goes to the question, is it going to be releasing, like I said, as a separate thing, or being put into Modern Warfare? TGR has also stated that his source has insisted to him that Modern Warfare 2019 was made to be a classic Modern Warfare, almost collection of all the Modern Warfare games. So that's where all this Modern Warfare 2 content, remastered content, is going to be put into. All the weapons, all the maps, either into a separate game mode into Modern Warfare 2019 or a whole nother part of the game. Now, Gaming Revolution tweets here that there will be at least 60 multiplayer maps in the works from all the Modern Warfare games, along with other content from the COD 4, MW2 and MW3 games. So there are basically two scenarios that could possibly happen. We know something is definitely coming. We know that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer is definitely on the rise. We even have tweets from Infinity Ward developers and people that are associated with Call of Duty tweeting and teasing about this. The two scenarios that can happen, scenario one, there is a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer that is put into the same app that the campaign is done, and it's a full separate game. And I think that's what the community would prefer. That's what certainly I would prefer. I'm not too much of a fan of Modern Warfare 2019, and I would prefer it to have the classic feel back of MW2. And scenario 2 is obviously they port everything they've made and they have lying around for MW2 Remastered into Modern Warfare 2019, and this could possibly work as well, as long as they have it as a separate game mode at least, or even a separate part of the menu. That would work perfectly, just like another game mode like Warzone or Spec Ops. Now, regarding the Charlie Intel report that came out about Activision's response, I thought I'd bring this up because I knew it would come up in the comments at some point. But this does not mean anything, because they say they don't have plans for exactly Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer. The fact that they tweeted it on April Fool's Day, everyone in the community is not sure if they're teasing. They have joked about stuff like this before, but they don't rule out the idea that everything can be ported over into Modern Warfare 2019. Now, Charlie Intel claims that they have no plan of doing a classic MW2 multiplayer remastered, but they want to bring more classic experiences to Modern Warfare, which may very well mean that they bring out a whole new game mode into Modern Warfare 2019 that is literally Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered. But to say that nothing is coming is insane. As Activision's report, people were worried that nothing is going to happen with the Modern Warfare multiplayer, but we have three big things that are confirmed that there is something coming. One, that Infinity Ward developers are tweeting about it, which I'm sure they'll be getting in trouble for. Number two is the fact that the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered app is 45 gigabytes, which is way too big just for a campaign. And three, all the direct leaks from the person who's being reliable and getting all these leaks right about MW2 Remastered, which is TGR source, is saying that this is in development and they're waiting to release it. We're just waiting to hear if they're going to release it into Modern Warfare 2019 or as a separate game. Anyway, lads, I'm going to keep you posted on all this, and I'll be posting all the information that I find out that I think's legit. I'm not going to be posting any dodgy bullshit theories and stuff, because it's not really my thing. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.